Um, what are your early expectations for the season so far, now that the Endless Summer Tournament is through and you got a chance to look around and see all the private schools and public schools compete? What are your personal outlooks on what's going to happen for the season?
I think this season we can choose to be an incredible team if we want to. I think that choice will remain with the girls. This is a team that, yes, is younger than we were last year. We graduated 8 seniors last year. So we certainly have a few gaps to fill. We don't even yet have like a complete lineup some days. But at the same time, I think this group has the absolute ability to win another TCIS championship. Our conference this year is good, but there's nobody out there that we can't beat if we set our mind to it and we make sure that we're structured and disciplined in practice and we bring that A game to every game. We'll be just fine.
With this last year's graduating class, which included seniors such as Catherine King, Addie Cooper, as well as Karen Campbell, and returning players like Christina Smith, Gabby Goodall, Paris Zambus, who else do you expect the captains, Gabby and Paris, to lead the team, or do you expect everyone to be a part and try to motivate each other?
I think what you said both are applicable. Certainly I expect our captains to be leaders, and they will be. They're on the court all the time. You know, they're going to be the people that I need to lead by example and to show everybody else how to keep pushing through it for every point. At the same time, you know, we have 14 girls in this team, and I can't expect just 2 to lead it all at all times. So I certainly need other girls to step up and take charge, you know, whenever possible, certainly.
I also, like, from looking around, you also have some new faces on the team. Have they made that their, like, statements as well as they deserve to be a part of the team with their hard work?
I think they're getting there. We do have a lot of new players on this team, and it's tough. We've only had 3 weeks, really, of a season, so it's tough to kind of assess where people are going to end up in the end. But certainly after this past weekend, a lot of people got in, played some different positions. We got to see how girls respond against various teams, and we're starting to formulate you know, a lineup. But at the same time, I still think there's openings for those girls who want to continue to step up and lead and you know, be dynamic forces on the court to have more of a role still.
As well as with the TCS tournament, you had some competition there with like Nansemond, Suffolk, and Norfolk Academy and other schools in the private school sector. In the Division I, how does the transition from the state tournament going from Division II to Division I affect, as far as like how challenging it will be and how you will be able to cope with the change?
As far as TCS goes, it shouldn't matter too much at all. We're going to be playing the exact same teams for TCIS, and it'll continue to be a challenge. I think Peninsula Catholic will probably be the biggest challenge this year, but as long as we keep our game up, TCIS is a good possibility. As for the state tournament, we will be playing against schools that have a lot more numbers than we do. We are, yes, Division I, but we're a small Division I. So that means we'll be playing against teams that have a lot more people to possibly pull from. But that said, we played a Division I team actually this past Saturday, and we did pretty well. I think that if we had played our, more of our A game, we definitely could have hung with them, if not even beaten them. More than we showed this past weekend. So I think there's a very good chance that we will do pretty well still this state tournament, as long as we bring the game that we know we can play.
My last question is, after this season, the senior class, which will consist of Paris Zambus, Megan Hare, Keely Deal, and I believe Lindsay Jarrett,
and Amanda Finn.
Yep.
Who,
after those things, will you be able to I know you still have the other sophomores and upcoming and the juniors still will have, and the JV players coming up. Will the graduating class show that they can, like, do something with that? Like, they can, I don't know, like, be able to deal with the loss of, like, a star. Used to be libero, like Paris.
Mm-hmm.
Can you replace that
next year?
Yes.
Certainly we can. I mean, I will miss those girls very much, but I think that every year our goal is to continue to, you know, teach the new girls just as much as the girls who just graduated have learned, and to keep going. I mean, I think a lot of people talked about after when Paige and Morgan left, could we do something like that? And I think we showed that we could. So every year we start fresh, and we start with, a lot of various talents, and we try to pull them into a team. I think this year is going to be great, and I think following years will be just as great as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.